Welcome back to Satisfactory. We're cranking out a couple of power shards here so we can do a little mining near our computer zone. I don't know that we really need silica for mining or for computers. Quartz crystal would definitely be useful, but I think we need the silica more for the metal. Oh, well, we could use the silica for circuit boards as well. Okay. Good to know. 48 power shards is a good chunk of power shards. Well, we already made shards, so we got one of the three things we were planning to do with this video done. Right in this area. We probably should land a little closer to the power supply. We've got this quartz crystal that we can make use of. Let's move this around here so that doesn't clip through. That by itself is giving us 600. Which is a decent amount, actually, of quartz. We've got that other pink forest quartz crystal. Alright, what's going on here? Is he leading me? Am I making any impact at all here? Maybe I need to land. Okay. So, like I was saying, 600 is a decent amount. We need a miner. The pink forest quartz crystal piece that we have is okay. It is a little bit inconvenient, is what I'll say. We might be able to do something a little simpler here. Of course, I have to use the correct equipment shop for miners. Is there a recipe for miners? No. Weird. Okay. That one is 300. This one is 600. So that's 900 quartz crystal. Let's see, what happens if I make... Oh, let's check it by the raw quartz first. This actually gets a little bigger on the belt. And this gets... they're exactly the opposite. This is 22.5 input, 37.5 output. This is 37.5 input, 22.5 output. You know, whenever I need a Nobilis... Oh. Do I have my saw on me? What was this called again? I want to say it was some sort of biomass. Hold on. Solid biofuel. Either way, I got the solid part right. I've never uploaded biofuel. That seems unlikely. Alright, well, we're gonna have to think of something to clear the area here a little bit. I don't have access to my Nobilis, and I don't have access to chainsaw fuel. Oh, maybe my bombs are in here. There they are. And my ammo. I'll take both of those. That was a nice clearing. It'd be really nice if we can get everything we want built before we get to this point. That would be the goal. Okay, we're looking at 900. Actually, 900 doesn't even fit on a single belt. It's always the same problems. Oh, it's just destined to be a little bit off. Maybe we could half nudge it. There it is. What I'm trying to do is get all of this more or less on a virtual single belt. Unfortunately, the max speed belt that we have is slower than the total amount, but we also know that we want to split this into at least 2 separate. This is going to be really wide. Basically, I kind of want most of this to be processable by a single side of this, so we can always make use of whatever quartz crystal we have access to. Come on. Ooh. We somehow went down to the slower belt. There we go. So now each one of these is getting half. I should probably delete these just because it's easier to paste them in if we use a version that already has it predetermined. I mean, 900 divided by 2, I guess, is what we're looking at on 22 and a half. Exactly. $13, $14, $15. That feels like way too many. 3. Let's see. That's 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow. I guess one more is in order. Whoa. That was almost bad. Yeah, that was almost bad. So I think to start, yes, this is the right way to start. We'll condense on the belt, and then we'll figure out how to expand on the belt later. Boy, this is going to be... this is going to be a manifold nightmare. Gotta get the right one in place every single time. Skip to place 1. Oh, I guess knowing that, 21 makes more sense. I am going to fall off this cliff one of these days. We'll keep this relatively tight. Just a microscopic amount of distance away from power. So 21 of these, 37.5 times 21, 787. You know what? That's probably enough. This part we gotta fix. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get power going, I think. Being able to fly around here is just too much of a requirement. Let's put it here-ish. And on the way back, we'll just connect all the power. Oops. All this so we can make the crystal oscillators that we need to finish this building, because we've used all of these giant TV screens as walls and then set them all to black. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it looks cool. Very rarely is it both, you know? I'm just trying to cut the manifold damage down a little bit. So the first 3 of these machines get half, as opposed to the first machine. I could do an injection. Actually, that's pretty good. That gives us the full access to the 450, technically. But if, for whatever reason, the silica side fills up, these guys can make extra quartz crystals. I think I should merge it out. Whoops. I'm pretty sure without looking at the numbers that we're okay here. Of course, now that I've said that, I feel obligated to look at the numbers, so give me a second. 22.5 times 21. Perfect. One belt can handle all of this. No problem whatsoever. I might put some, boy, we're really getting over the edge here. I might put a drone on this, but really the point is to use it locally as part of our computer. Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, these machines at the end are going to get an unusually high level of service. If I really sat down and did the math, I could probably figure out exactly the right number for this. Though technically one belt will handle it all because, well, one belt will handle it all if both the silica and the raw quartz or the quartz crystal sections are working in perfect concert. But since we're dealing with 900 and we're splitting this twice, each one of these is getting 450. But the case that we're currently looking at is that this side is using it all. I'm tempted to double this back, but that doesn't make any sense. We're making a beautiful amount of quartz crystal. We should just leave it at that. Let's put a splitter here. We should probably keep it real tight though. And then we'll do our little three-way manifold. There's probably a blueprint to be had here, but I'm kind of missing the handcrafting of 3 blueprint buildings. I'm doing a little bit of non-blueprint style building here. Hey, just saw a drone fly overhead. I want to check to see if I can get rid of that rock. Ooh, I can. I was expecting that would stay there. This side is silica, which definitely expands on the belt. 37.5 times 21. 787. 780. I'm gonna call that good enough. I might keep the quartz crystal here and export just the silica. That's kind of where my head's at right now. Though, I keep saying that, but we could use the silica here, but we could also use the silica for our aluminum factory. Oh, did I set all these to quartz crystal? I meant to set them to silica. I had quartz crystal on the brain. I should probably go ahead and get the power set up first. This guy's gonna keep taking shots, isn't he? Okay, have I made this too close? Can we even build this? Did I already build it? Alright, you're gonna force me to come down there, aren't you? Uh-oh. These... Oh, wait. Wait. These two don't connect to each other. Ah, that's why I'm having trouble. Okay, good. I put them super close together so I wouldn't make the mistake that I almost just tried to make. And then let's connect power. There we go. Much better. That one really didn't like it. See, I kind of miss the non-blueprint days a little bit. Not so much to only build by hand, but it is kind of nice. Typically, then, this is a single belt on both sides, so we could get all of this out of here on a single stand. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. We gotta merge all this before we can even think about that other stuff. I mean, technically, if I want to send this all down that way, I should probably merge it in that direction. Since I've decided mid-build that I'm not going to ship this off. sending it back this way into the computer side of things probably makes more sense. Just easier if we build it on this line. That little piece of concrete line in the middle gives it an easy thing to track against. I was like, where's the silica? Just it's not rendering in time before I move on. That's how super fast I can be. Oops, we missed that one. I do want to put a container down here, though. Again? Do I need a little extra injection on some of these? See, now that it's fully utilized, the injection piece isn't really working. But it will once, or if we get out of balance, which we're guaranteed to do because we don't calculate. This belt should more or less be able to handle this. The problem is, in my mind anyway, these guys are totally full. It's off by like 8. So it really should not be this much of a problem. Just gonna pick all this up. Just to try to get this belt moving a little bit. All of those are claiming to be running. I guess it's mostly because we did have that buffer. We had that raw quartz crystal buffer. But that's gonna run out here soon. And then eventually... Oh, yeah, we're not outputting these either. Whoa, we finally ran out of sheets. I wonder if we can pop over real quick and grab some more sheets. We should have some in storage, right? But you know what? While we're over there, we should probably deliver some silica. It's always a good time to deliver silica. This is a good distance away. We might not make it. No problem. Oh, we're actually short on coal. Either way, there should still be some sheets in here. Yeah, there's like 30,000 sheets. The uploader's just too slow. We'll leave ourselves a little room for some more copper sheets. We'll probably end up using this as a copper sheet shipment area. Yeah, these guys need coal. I'm not going to deal with coal right now, though. Let's finish up the silica quartz crystal platform that we got going for a computer. I don't even know. Computer complex, because, you know, alliteration's a thing. Every, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So every 7th one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might as well get one at the end. Ooh, I should probably not delete that. Ooh, right on the edge. Don't like having a totally full inventory. So there you go. That's a nice platform, making a nice amount of quartz crystal and silica. You bang it out in under an hour? And if you're not doing extra stuff like making shards and moving silica around, somewhere around here we'll probably end up making... Oh, I didn't know there were spiders over here. Ugh, let's get away from that. We'll probably end up making crystal oscillators, because they are made of 2 out of the 3 things that we need are already here. Cable, quartz crystal, and we could ship in some reinforced iron plate. I'm going to take a little bit of quartz crystal just in an effort to make my screenshot look a little better. Somewhere in there is the thumbnail. So next episode, I think we need to move. We need to move some silica and some coal into the aluminum products factory. Let this build up a little bit. And then we'll be in a good spot to go ahead and kick off our super awesome gotta get rid of at least a few of these putrid, belching, poison gas things. So yeah, we'll have this come out of here and go into this main area. It might be a building we put over here, and then we'll pull the cable out of this into here. Of course, once we have the crystal oscillators... Alright. I'm obviously having one of those days. There we go. Once we have the crystal oscillators... Yeah, so at that point, you're really looking nice on the crystal computers. Now, I know those aren't the best, but man, do they simplify things. We'll just use this. So then we just need a good recipe on the circuit board. I gave myself all kinds of alternates on that. We could locally use this silica. In that way, we would be using the local silica and the local quartz crystal to make our computer stuff. And then we would just need to import the copper sheets. That copper sheet factory that I was just looking at previously could be just enough. Though I might need to run the numbers on that a little bit. 27.5 is kind of a lot. I hear you, spiders. Don't think I don't hear you. $27.5 copper sheets. I'm just curious. This is obviously not a full setup. It was kind of like a, hey, we need copper. We've got copper. Let's use the copper that we have locally to make a little copper so we can build the pipes that we need. I'm kind of liking the way this is coming together. Yeah, this is only 3 machines now. They are overclocks. One of them's even got a... 2 of them have got it. Well, we did some work here. 125 copper per minute. A little bit of this is getting used. And that's with some extra copper sheets lying around. Do we need to speed this up? possible we need to give ourselves a little bit more smelting room. So this is only on one copper node. 300. Oh, we're definitely not using all of this. It might make sense. We could fully utilize this. 4 more copper smelters. Okay, well, let's just call it right there. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Perfect timing.